Hello everyone, Pallytime here, and welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3. We join our party inside of the Open Hand Temple. This is the location that we came to almost immediately after entering Act 3. We heard about a murder that took place inside of the monastery walls, and I thought I solved it. I went down to the lower area, we saw that they were face swappers, and I even told this kind gentleman right here what we uncovered. His response was, "I guess I have more blood to clean up now." And that was literally the end of it. The reason we wanted to come here is because we have a charmed necklace that's sentient, and that sentient embodiment, that person on the other side, wanted to be returned to his granddaughter here. We never found the granddaughter, and I can't even take credit for this joke. I didn't even speak to the elephant in the room. Number one, I thought I needed to speak with animals. Why would I need to talk to an elephant when I'm trying to solve a murder case? That's a great question. Well, turns out there's more going on here than meets the eye. This might be difficult to pick up after we've done so much stuff, but for now, we are going to speak to Sister Yanis.
Look, investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger. Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Sounded like you guys were having quite the disagreement.
You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our high priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target.
I imagine that the target is politically convenient because they're a refugee, and there was a lot of resentment in the air towards refugees in this area when we were passing through. If you think the investigator did a shabby job, I can look into this for you.
Feel free to look around the temple, but fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence.
Well, where can I find the investigator? It looks like they just left.
Charette's caress would be my best bet. That's her usual haunt after closing a case.
Oh, can you tell me where to find Shira Clarwin? This was that guy's granddaughter. I'll get to that in a second. Any idea what I should be looking for?
Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start. Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really.
Well, roger that. Well, I'm going to ask about Shira now.
I can tell you where to find her, but she won't be very chatty, I'm afraid.
Why is that?
She passed away last year. Peacefully, mind. We buried her in the crypt under the temple, if you wish to visit.
Oh, I think I do. I know where that crypt is. I best be going.
I really hope you find something. For all our sakes.
I hope I find something too. My biggest concern now is that we went through this area earlier, and what if I had the murder weapon and then I've entered it? Has it?
Waste a step.
What happens if that happens? In order to get down to the lower levels of the monastery, it was just through this trapdoor here. And notice there was blood leading all the way around this corner. We ended up finding a secret lever to open this, but yeah, not sure where to look for the murder weapon. The catacomb over here, though, should be fairly easy. Do we have Speak with Dead that we can do passively still? We may have to re-equip that necklace. Shadowheart has the necklace on. So that's just a corpse. That's a corpse. That is a corpse. And they're all just corpses. What do the plaques say?
Here lies Flintster Sunseeker, born 1400 DR, died 1456 DR. Here lies Sister Shira.
Oh, that's her.
Date of birth unknown. died
What happens if Zen
1491
were to interact with her?
This looks like the right one. Moment of truth.
Oh, there he is! He possessed his granddaughter?
Faithful to the crying god, long didst I wait, only to find thine empty flesh.
That's weird. That's pretty weird. I cannot speak with the possessed. Gone thou might be, alas. Oh, there it is, just cut in.
Honored Shira, her spirit hath fled, and her body but merely a husk.
He sounds happy about it.
Swear I did to shed this foul mania and bestow it upon Shira. She was to endure, to suffer, as was her god Ilmata's wont.
Oh,
Who now shall bear the madness Shah has wrought on me, so I might no longer suffer? Oh, shall it be thou?
so he was cursed by Shar. Ponder what you know of the monk's afflictions. What are the consequences of accepting it? Yes, we might want to ponder quite a lot. With a guidance, we need a 15. We roll a 6. Okay. I will use an inspiration. I am very curious. We also maxed out our inspirations again, but once again, not working out. Zen doesn't know.
Try as you might, you can't intuit the price of bearing the monk's madness.
If it will bring you peace, I will bear your madness. What happens if I say yes? Let's just ask.
Thou shalt know the extent of Shah's mania, Tasha's hideous laughter at thine beck and call.
Oh, that's it?
But at what cost? Who might say?
You know what, my dude? I wanted to help you this entire time. I feel bad for not finding your granddaughter sooner. If it will bring you peace, Zen will bear the madness. And I focus on all of those monk levels I have, all 9 of them, and I try to center myself.
Your muscles tingle and your mouth twitches as the laughing madness spreads through you. The madness tugs at your mind, prods in places best left untouched. You feel your wisdom begin to drain.
That's not good. That's not good. Call on your wits and shield your mind. I don't have anything. Ooh, call on the parasite to absorb the strike. That seems like it could be good. Why is this place so washed out? I'm going to try wisdom. We're a monk. We should be pretty good at that. With guidance, we already have it. And we have a +3 from our wisdom. We need a 15. We roll a 16 with 22 with
You
modifiers.
remain wise as ever, even as Shah's madness spreads outward.
Good.
You giggle, struck by the absurdity of the moment. A spirit hiding inside an amulet has brought you to the body of his granddaughter and possessed it. Outrageous. Ridiculous.
That is a little
Once again,
ridiculous.
You feel your wisdom draining away. Hilarious. What is it?
Or is it? Zen, focus up. Master your senses. Clear your mind. You will take the madness, but it will not take you. It's another 15. We roll a 5. We rolled a 5. We rolled a 5. Roll again. Roll again. I have 3 more. You better beat it, Zen. Come on. That's a 12 +3. We got it this time. 17.
The urge to laugh dwindles. Though you can't help but chuckle. You withstood the monk's madness and earned Tasha's hideous laughter.
With no negative repercussions, right? That's the important part of that sentence.
My friend, forgive me, for this mind was not mine own. May laughter be thy gift, never thy curse.
Thank you, friendly monk.
Lord calls. Canst thou feel the warmth of his blessing? This is not my final twilight, but a new dawn. Farewell.
The corpse is an empty husk once more. The monk, liberated from madness, is finally at peace.
And for once, I did a good deed.
Well, he was always good for a laugh.
I think Zen misses him a little bit. I think I finally did a good deed without anything bad happening. So our quest was to find the crime scene through this door, which this is where it's marked on the map. We've already found this, and we've already followed the blood trail, and we already know that it leads this way. What I don't know is why we're seeing more magic happen over there.
Walk in death.
Wait, a flowery key. I didn't loot this last time we were here. Oh, that was part of the open hand temple murders, and that was on a doppelganger. So Orin the Red sent this over. We know that for sure. The key, spattered with blood, is inscribed with the address of Frago's Flophouse in Worms Crossing. We have a lead! What do you think these guards are going to do now that the sentinel's dead? Hey, can I walk through? Or it's saving. Usually not the best sign. Hey, totally fine. I was never able to walk in this part of town. Oh, there it is, 100%. I was gonna say, I didn't recognize the name of this place, so I just went to a part of town I had not explored yet. We have Sharess's Caress. Wait, I think I was supposed to meet someone in there. Is that where the Githyanki said he was gonna go, Voss? We never spoke to him in there either. Well, there was more to this outside area than I ever expected. But to be fair, we couldn't really access this area earlier either. These are just adventurers. A traveler.
Damn priests.
You think it's okay that we're here? Hello, hello. He's the Flophouse custodian. Let's ask him. He might know something.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh!
3 days?
Apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on.
Greetings. It's not the most convincing greetings I've ever heard. I'm looking for a killer, a dwarf dressed in red, just like you. Wait, am I?
How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf?
Well, he did not like that, did he? Are those vampires? They have very, very, very red eyes. Very red eyes. Hold on, just in case we do need to do some moving, let me send all of these back to camp. This is my new process. Whenever I get anything that's food related, just put it in the camp chest. We'll eat it when we're hungry. And then that allows me to move around a little bit more. Hey, you guys vampires?
One more mark, then we can go.
I'm listening. We need a 15. We have advantage, and we're also going to cast Pass Without Trace and Guidance. So I think we're going to get this one. The 6 rolls up to a 27.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person.
One more person? I'd be game if you're looking for volunteers. I'm just gonna say that as like a sarcastic, cocky thing from across the room. I'm not actually game.
Well, hello, beautiful. Aren't you a sight to behold?
You must excuse my brother. He forgets that we have a very pressing engagement.
You must excuse my sister. She's a terrible bore.
They
But
do
you
seem
look
like Astarion.
someone who enjoys a party. There's a celebration being held in the palace of Cazador Zar. Why not join us?
Wait, could this be our way in? Could I say yes? Yeah. I don't know. I don't normally accept invitations from strangers.
Oh, thank goodness we're such good friends, then.
This is not the time, Petras.
Yes, dear sister, I know we have places to be. We'll leave once our good friends here have departed. I look forward to seeing you at the palace, though. It'll be a once-in-a-lifetime experience. I promise.
Yeah, I tried to get an invite in firsthand. I can't quite tell if that did it. None of these chests have anything flowery to do with them at all. There is a lot of movement in this area. Let me see where this ladder goes. Like, I think we can just, you know, I think we could loot those chests fairly easily. Everything in here's locked too. Wait a minute, there's a room on the other side of this, 100%.
Drifter's key unlocked the door.
No fucking way, that's what the key was for? Well, there's a secret room back here. Is this where the murder... Okay, I have to find out what's in all those other chests now, though. Oh, curiosity's getting the better of me. Just go stand over here nice and casually. No one's gonna see me. No one's gonna... That guy saw me. He immediately said, stop that. Okay, he's gone now. Lockpick. Lockpick, hurry the fuck up. Hurry the fuck up. Come on, it's a Tenzen. You could do this with your eyes closed. It's probably just their fucking underwear. Stand up. Nothing weird here. Oh, yeah, it's just food. Blood-stained parchment. Looks like a quest item. Let's read it. Messy splatters of deep brown adorn this scrap of parchment. Those wishing to face the Dreadlord's tribunal and enter the Temple of Baal. Well, that sounds like us. Must slay the targets on this list and frame the corpses as a murderer by the cult of the Absolute. Bring the victim's hand as proof of the killing. Walk in blood, aspirant. The Duke Balin Stelmane at the Elf Song Tavern has already been killed. Father Lorgan of the Temple, as we know, has already been killed. Dribbles the Clown. We have been trying to find all of the pieces of his body and put them back together. He has been killed. Alexander Rainforest, office near the counting house of the Lower City. He has been killed. However, after Frank Peartree, there are many that are still alive. Cora Highberry, Figaro Pennygood, Chef Revere, Nesha Lesha, Vari Van Thumper, and Friedrich Haboon. All either in the upper or lower cities. I will take that with me. Does that mean I have to go assassinate these targets in order... Oh, hello. In order to actually get inside the House of Murder? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Blood near the bed?
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
Looks like a footprint. Try to discern the source of the blood. We're not very good at anything intelligence related, but here we go. We roll a 9. -1 +4.
You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Uh-oh. Pull out the body. It is Fiffin Goldgrind. Was that on the list? No. No, they weren't on the list. Anything on their person? Fiffin's key. Oh, did Fiffin have a chest in the other room?
It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
It's identical to the one held by the corpse in the tunnels. That key was? Well, we do have a slight problem. That is stealing, and these guys are sitting here. So, Zen moves forward, and he is just going to cast a smoke cloud right here. They went back to doing whatever they were doing, and I'm going to open Fiffin's chest. Inside, we have gold. We have some arrows. We have humbly cobbled shoes. And we have a diary as well. I'm going to read the diary. A new, mostly blank book with only a handful of diary entries. I've not written a diary before. Dashkind said it might do wonders to settle my mind. Maybe distance is just what happens when the weens grow up. But it's still hard. My boys never left the nest before, really never cared to. I know he's older than most who still live with their moms, but I've never cared about that, and I don't think he has either. It's just, he acts so differently, too. Secretive, rude, brash. Gods, I don't know about this. Maybe Deschent was wrong. I don't feel better at all. Whoop! Hey, how's it going? It just so happens that I believe the investigator is just across the street. We don't have to go far to report what we have found.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a minute.
Celebrating.
I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something.
Well, I did a little more digging into your murder. Here is the new evidence, investigator.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Who's Devella exactly?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to...
That was on the list.
What have you found?
Oh, that's funny. I didn't realize this part. I totally forgot about it. That's why we were like, hey, you're the dwarf in red when we first walked in here. I am curious what he's going to say if I say I spoke with a corpse.
That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling, hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less.
Well, if that's what you're looking for here, Father Logan's murder is just one part of a bigger plot. A ball plot. I wouldn't know anything about that. Yeah, wouldn't know anything about that.
A ball plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert. I assumed it was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Oh, fine. I'll bite. What's your theory?
Well, I found this list of names. It's not a theory. I have proof. This document contains information connecting the murderers to the Ballist resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork.
What is the... What?
Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern. Show her the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here. Oh, and you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the lower city.
Oh, could I have dodged being arrested if I did this quest first?
What are you waiting for? You've a bloody conspiracy to solve. Move!
Well, that settles that. We're heading back into the city. And the elephant goes anywhere I am not, it seems. We have been in the Elf Song Tavern before. This is the very same place we uncovered the Emperor's old room and got to learn about his life and see some of his old gear sitting around. So we're relatively well acquainted with this place. I believe there's still some Githyanki in the basement that we need to figure out what to do with at some point. Zen climbing on that barrel will not open the door any faster. Let's just have a quick look around. I think I might have to go upstairs. And there's some fists guarding the stairs. Are they going to stop me?
Citizen, this is a crime scene. No admittance.
No admittance.
Bella's finished her report.
Okay, let me... Oh, it sounds like they are talking about the same detective I'm looking for. So let's speak to him.
Halt, Civvy. Turn back. This is an active crime scene.
Hold on, Thornhill. I'm tired of standing here. Devella's been up there for ages. Some diversion would be welcome.
Hey, Investigator Valeria. told me to speak with Constable Devella.
Constable Devella said she wasn't to be...
Investigator Valeria outranks her. As you were, Civvy. Fair warning, though. She's in a foul mood.
Worry not, so am I. We'll match each other, it'll be fine. Jeez, this is a big floor, huh?
Sterling's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember it.
That was the Emperor speaking to us from the artifact yet again. I believe the double doors are this way.
Oh, bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through.
Hey, sorry about that.
Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good.
I'd love to hand her the list of names and whether or not they're deceased already. Zen recently unemployed, and I quite like murders. I like this one too. I care about preventing murders, and I'm just gonna tell her boss sent me.
To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her.
Well, I might be able to help with that just a little bit. I know more about Ball than anyone you'll find. You don't want to send me away. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to tell her about the murder list that we found. Trying to keep a low profile here. Low profile.
God, that's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound, but this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man, Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne, a dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network.
Interesting.
There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work.
We have so many options here. One of these is, I think I might be a Baal spawn. I don't feel like that would go over particularly well. I'm gonna, once again, low profile. You're absolutely right. I have reasons of my own for thinking that there's an increase in Baalist activity. For instance, Lae'zel being kidnapped by another one of Baal's followers.
Good. Then your eyes are open to the truth. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence.
What about the other victims on this list? How many of these guys are still alive?
There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oathbound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them?
Yeah, I'll try to. Oh, but yeah, the flaming fish should be protecting everyone, not just the upper city folk.
Not from round here, are you? We're in Baldur's Gate. This is just how things work.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter.
Good.
Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Thank you. I wonder how difficult finding anyone in the lower city is going to be. Wow, she was gone fast! Are there any clues in here we can actually look at? A bloody signet ring?
Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry.
Yeah. Notes on Stelmane's murder. Crime scene notes drafted by Devella Fountainhead. Deceased, Duke Balin Stelmane. Private room upstairs in the Elfson Tavern. Cause of death, suspected blood loss. Observations, ritualistic killing, right hand missing, clean severance, likely before death, mark of the absolute on the floor, empty bottle, recently drained of contents, maybe poison. Motive, suspect, ballast ritual, but won't tell her boss that. Well, there's 4 targets for us in the lower city that we could check on that aren't dead already. Figaro is at the Facemaker's Fashion. Chef Revere is in the Elf Song Tavern, which is where we are. And the chef area was right in here. There he is.
Damn rats. Oi, you.
Hey, bud.
I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Up to it. Get in there.
What? 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 We've never met, my dude.
Really? I could have sworn you were an adventurer. You look like an adventurer, and you talk like an adventurer. So you must be an adventurer.
Listen, bud, the rats are not important. Your name is on a list of murder targets.
No, I need them rats taken care of.
Doesn't care at all.
Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats.
Seriously? This is what I've been brought to? Okay, fine, I'll go get the rats. Why do you have cats here if they're not doing their job?
There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Holy shit, that is a lot of rats. That is a lot of rats. I now suddenly see why he was so upset. Well, unfortunately, Zen can only attack one time, right? And I'm not seeing really too many bombs for me to even throw. Zen is going to cast a Scroll of Shatter. I'm going to place it on some in like the back corner. I don't know how far these guys are planning on moving. That should hit the entire group. Good strike right there. I'm also noticing a lot of alcohol here too. So we're going to end our turn. Then Karlach has 2 alchemist fires. One's going to go on this left group. Didn't kill off quite all of them, but the other one's going to go on the right group. Which makes this a lot easier. Now let's see what the rats do. If they move through fire, they're going to die. There we go. Perfect. 1 XP from all of those. Do we even want to really craft or to cast a powerful spell here? I don't think that's super necessary. Instead of Shadowheart going, we're just going to Eldritch Blast. That's 1, 2, 3. Take it down if we can find the angle. Critical hits on several of those too. And then Shadowheart is going to... Can you throw anything? Anything at all would work. I don't even think it needs to be a weapon. Let's throw this thing about the comet that the Githyanki love talking about. Might have to get a little bit closer. Yeah, I'll just throw this torch. Literally, it shouldn't matter. Okay. Well, what are you going to do on your turn then, Mr. Rat? Dashing forward. I will take an opportunity attack.
You're getting close.
Okay, all of that.
There's a hidden door that leads further in.
There's a hidden door that leads further in, is what the Emperor just said. Don't get me wrong, I believe we've already seen that. I believe we've already seen that. Zen's gonna walk up and talk to the chef again. Rats taken care of.
You kill the rats, yes? I heard commotion in the cellar. Good. Perfect. Here, you take this. And do not worry. Chef Revere's eyes will be kept most peeled for murderous knaves.
He doesn't seem convinced. I don't think that was particularly useful. I've made my way over to the Blushing Mermaid. We were here very early when we made our way into the city, very early in this act. Nesha Lisha is the target. We kind of killed a bunch of people last time we were in here. Let's see if we can find them. Oh, I looked this place from top to bottom, looked everywhere I could. The person that's named on that list is not inside of this place. So I guess that means I just keep checking the lists and try to find as many of the people as I can. Facemaker's Boutique. I think this is one of the places. This is kind of, I'll show you where we are on the map. On the west side, north of the Steel Watch Foundry.
Get back to work.
Oh, maybe this guy knows.
Facemaker fashion. Don't just look the part.
Be the part. I like
that. If you want to be the part, Master Figaro still has some space between appointments. Yes.
That's exactly who I'm looking for. Figaro. Is he this way then? He didn't really tell me anything. Kale. Oh, that's our guy! That's our guy right there! He does look like he has some nice garments on.
You appear to be lost, dear. I specialize in fashion, not potato sacks.
All right, I'm really gonna try quite hard to ignore that. Perhaps I should let my butler dress me.
A certain level of class is expected by my clientele. So if you wish to stay, I must insist you purchase some less depressing garments.
He's like, yo, if you want to be here, you gotta buy something for me. That's ridiculous. Hey, a killer's after you, by the way.
If looks could kill, Lord Gortash would have already hanged me. I wouldn't worry too much. This is undoubtedly some rumor cooked up by my many rivals.
Not a rumor at all. You are literally named on this list of targets. Other people on this list have already been killed.
Well, I suppose if it's that elaborate a prank, it rules out my sister as the culprit.
No one is taking this seriously.
Organize her own shop. Never mind stage a murder mystery to meddle with me. Very well. I'll take my precautions. Thank you.
Is making them aware that they're about to be murdered all we have to do to make them, like, not be murdered? I thought there was going to be a bit more going on here. Okay, this is the front of the Baldur's Mouth Press. We had a clue that this place was nearby. It took me forever to find. If you just go down the side street heading west, there's a bit of a party area set up over here, and the final target that I know how to find anyway, Cora Highberry, is sitting here amongst the crowd. This alone took me like 20 minutes to find, so I wish you guys luck.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Well,
They do look ever so tasty.
Let me stop you right there.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Uh-oh.
Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
Okay. What if I just go along with this? What if I could just tell her right now, or I would say I would love a glass, and maybe there's some perception check we can pass. I'm going to try that.
Master Metzley, surely you can't turn away a prospective customer.
Surely.
I was in business for a great many years, Master Metzley, and my wife, as always, is most correct.
Very well. Here, now leave me to attend my customers, please.
Oh, shit! Counterspell! What is he doing? Dimension Door. That's probably not that big of a deal. We can let Dimension Door cast. Well. What do you know? Is Zen paralyzed? He sure is, and so is the potential target here as well. Karlach is gonna rage. Is she surprised? Luckily, it doesn't seem so. We're swinging on the would-be assassin. We hit him for 28, followed by... Oh, he's just dead. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Karlach's then going to put herself as close to the enemy assassins as she can, who all have exactly the same face as the guy who gave us the wine in the first place. We see a throw on Will. He's now paralyzed as well. A big hit on Zen, a critical strike as the assassin turns around. Piercing strikes being used on Karlach. She only takes 1 damage. And now the last of the Dolors moves up and with a gaping wound hits Karlach for 2. We are going to cast my very favorite spell, Spirit Guardians. Let's make it a level 3 is fine. And then we are just going to run that in towards the assassins. If I can fit between these guys, I'd really like to. But no, unfortunately, it looks like we have to go around the back. Karlach on her turn now is going to swing, connecting, hopefully, recklessly. We did not, but the tenacity still gets a bit of damage in. And then following up with another swing for 32 damage. Let's just go ahead and let's kill off this guy. This fight won't be too long. We'll go ahead and take him down and end our turn. Now Zen continuing to get hit very, very hard. Will paralyzed in the back, so he's going to miss his turn too. Was that a 43? What in the hell, Karlach? Shadowheart moves forward with the remainder of her turn. 12 damage with the Spirit Guardians. We then connect with even more on the would-be assassin. And then, just as Will comes to his senses, he's able to fire off an Eldritch Blast into the group.
Going to his next victim, no doubt.
Going to his next victim, no doubt. Okay, are you all right? Are you good? I can't speak to her. There we go.
Please, leave me to my memories.
Wait, the woman died. Oh, shit. Figaro Pennygood is next on the target list. We have to find him before the killer does. I already did find him. So the fact that we've warned him may help him out. I'm going to head over there immediately. Figaro, you good, bud? You good, bud? Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window.
He must be paralyzed just like we were.
Who am I to deny the auspices of destiny?
Come on, this is Zen 101.
Celebrating.
Sneak in and kill him.
Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord. But together we shall transcend.
Come on, Zen, don't let him do it. Get in there. Transcend this. No. Bro, why isn't there... Step softly into the nearby shadows, avoiding the dwarf's gaze. Yes. Why isn't there a sneak up and cut his throat into 8 pieces option? Advantage with all of this, we rolled a 30-fucking-9. Here we go.
Facemaker is a bold title to give oneself, Master Figaro. Especially when one's face can be unmade so easily.
Oh! Okay. Well, I can see why my party didn't like what happened then. Wait. Where the fuck am I? Zen, go. Approach. They see us.
I will savor your final.
That's him, though. That's him. Protect. Perfect. Charm. Now, obviously, I was trying to sneak up and kill this guy before anything bad happened. That didn't quite work out the way we wanted. He tried to throw poison. It hit the top of the ceiling. We will do an opportunity attack as he approaches. That hit for a lot. And we'll even go in for a bit more poison. Now, it is Karlach's turn. She is going to rage. And with everything she's got, we're going to clobber this guy into the dirt. They are going to get to move soon. Reckless attack. We still miss. Tenacity hits for 4. We swing again, connecting for only 13. Wow, that is very low for Karlach. Now, on the other side of the room, our friend seems to be paralyzed, the one working for the Flaming Fist. Zen's going to open up with a sneak attack for 1.5 million damage. We'll follow up with an offhand strike. That kills off our target, and Zen goes invisible, sneaking up to the archer in the back of the room. He's going to stay invisible for now and end his turn. That's not good. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. She's taking a lot of damage. Big dash. As another opponent enters the room, they are one of the shapeshifters. I imagine a lot of these targets are. Roll goes for a shot onto the onto Davella, but I'm so confused. He just shot a smoke cloud at nothing. More dashing going around as they are trying to get the surround on us now. Will's got a shapeshifter right behind him. Well, I don't believe Shadowheart can be blinded in a situation like this, so we might be able to use this to our advantage. We're going to go ahead and cast, once again, a level 2 with Radiant Damage, Spirit Guardian. That's going to give her some damage all around her. We're then going to run up to our friends over here, avoiding that attack of opportunity because of the smoke cloud. Didn't quite get that right. But we will just pass that damage around and try to keep as many of them in that AoE as we can. On Will's turn, he is going to... We could do a Bone Chill. It's necrotic damage versus one of these guys, though. They don't look like they would take too much necrotic damage. Instead, I am still blinded if I'm in this, but I can use that to my advantage and try to move to the edges of the room. That blinded has faded. So let's get a Hex on this guy. The type doesn't matter. Just get it placed. And then we're going to fire off the first of our Eldritch Blasts. Did you see that path interrupted error for a second? That's definitely not working as intended. Will doesn't like to be threatened, so he's going to Action Surge and fire off the remainder, 2 Eldritch Blasts, let's say, into that. And then I guess he's going to fully commit. 3 into the same target. They should definitely be dead there, and he will end his turn. Now that gigantic sword is still threatening the person we are trying to save. So Karlach's going to step out of the mist, push this guy to the side, try to avoid that attack of opportunity, and then fully commit to protecting the Flaming Fist. 2 big swings. One of them has to be reckless, but that is enough. And one of the doppelgangers goes down. She's going to end her turn right there. Then this guy actually running away from Karlach a little bit. That's what we want because it's protecting the paralyzed friend over in the corner. As they re-enter the area of Shadowheart, not only do they take damage from the Radiant spell circling us, but we get an attack of opportunity as they enter the area that I'm fighting in. That guy just took so much damage just for walking forward, and then that enables me to, well, I won't finish him off. I'll finish this guy off. Sneak attack into another swing, and then we will kick. Perfect. And then I'm just going to stay right next to this dude over here. Shadowheart might be able to finish this on her turn. As the other of the doppelgangers moves towards Shadowheart, she is going to take some damage. It looks like this guy's trying to spot Zen now, which probably isn't going to go particularly well for him. Now Shadowheart can run forward on her turn, avoiding that guy's attack of opportunity range. Unfortunately, he didn't take damage from the Spirit Guardians. We'll make up for that by stabbing him in the heart and then move right back over here. We can do a kind of hilt attack with our polearm as well, and we'll do that for 4 damage. Now Will on his turn is going to recast that Hex onto the only enemy still remaining. And with his Eldritch Blast flying true, 3 shots into that enemy takes them down. Zen immediately runs over and tries to make sure that Davella is okay.
Figaro. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back.
Weren't you supposed to be in the upper city? That's a great point. Why are you here? Are you a doppelganger? I don't know who to believe anymore.
I was heading that way after we last spoke when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see what was going on.
We're on the other side of town.
It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession.
I don't know, bro.
These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test.
We already know that.
Document you showed me before, the one with the victims' names on it, that was the briefing. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. It grants them access to a tribunal. From what I could gather, it's some sort of rite of initiation for aspiring cultists to prove their worth. And it's taking place beneath Candle Hallow's tombstones. Like I said before, it's not something I can look into in an official capacity. But you...
But me... I'll have a hand. I'll investigate the tribunal. Oh, man.
How did you... Perhaps it's best I don't ask. Do what you have to do. And I'll pick up where I left off. The upper city. When I'm done, I'll stop by the Basilisk Gate. If you've got anything to tell of
your investigations, I'll see you there. I didn't touch anything. For some reason, she just decided to run. So am I supposed to take this guy's hand then? That's his safe key. I don't think I can. Well, that's a lot to take in. We also seem to know a place where all of these activities are converging. We'll continue this investigation in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you guys again very, very soon.